Testing, 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Master here, and sorry if I kind of like sound like I was a little bit, off on my intro right there. I'm actually, currently in the process of doing a community post here on YouTube, considering the factor that, like, I don't know if you guys can see it or whatever, but I actually ended up having, like, when I started streaming tonight, I immediately started dropping frames again. So YouTube apparently is like having like some issues tonight. Seems like I managed to get through on the stream. Hopefully, won't have any more problems. Like, actually do this, completely. I just kind of want to do an update. Basically on this, like, I dropped like 220 frames, right when the stream started, like not long afterwards, but it seemed like it stopped and it calmed down, and I haven't dropped anything else. But in the event that the stream does end up dropping, or hopefully it doesn't, because I really want to try to do like a full playthrough of this tonight, considering like how much, this game means to me, in regards to like my channel and everything. Hopefully things will go off without a hitch. But anyways, welcome in, Rogues, for Titan Souls, which is a game that I'm really excited to, hopefully without like any problems, stream tonight. In regards, like, talking about, like, problems, like, with the drop frames and everything. Hopefully everything goes out without a hitch. But, yeah, this is, like, one of the first games I ever streamed. In my time doing live streaming, I've done, like, over, like, 460 games. And this was the 6th game I ever streamed. So this is, like, well early into my streaming pursuits. And also, even before I started streaming, I did, like, a series of Let's Plays for this here on this YouTube channel. So I have actually played Titan Souls here on YouTube before. It's just all that content's no longer on the channel. That was, like, way back, where I was definitely, like, nowhere near as versed on content creation as I am now. I've gotten, like, a lot wiser. I've spent, like, a lot more time doing this. So, kind of felt like it was time for me to go in and do, like, a, new series for this. Or a new, hopefully a full playthrough. And, just kind of, like, basically kind of go and pick it up, for, like, and come in, like, with a whole, like, a lot more, I guess, time under my belt or whatever. A lot more, some more years on me as far as, like, content creation. And see, like, how, good, how things, like, compare to back then. Even though, like, all that content no longer exists, I can't really compare it. Because, like, when I first streamed this, it was on Mixer. And then, like, when I, did my Let's Play series for this, and prior to that, it was here on YouTube. So none of that content exists anymore. But, like I said, I am excited, like, get into this. Because it's a fun game. For one I still hold in high regard. For those who've never really heard Titan Souls, it's got, like, a lot of Souls-like elements to it. And that it pretty much, basically, you know, the only enemies in the game are bosses. Like every enemy in the game is just bosses, and so it has like a definite, you know, Shadow of the Colossus concept to it, and that, you know, that's all you fight. But each enemy takes like 1 hit to kill. You've got like an arrow that you can shoot at them, and then like, you know, pull back in. Only thing is, obviously, you know, you don't have access to the arrow. You know, you're defenseless. So the only thing you do is like roll around and try like, you know, find like the right time to, you know, re-equip the arrow, and then try, you know, take another shot at the boss. So the boss is gonna die in 1 hit, but also you're very squishy as well. So just 1 hit to you and you're done. It doesn't stop the whole, it doesn't restart the whole game, but you do have to start the fight over. So without further ado, because I'm just really happy to finally get into this, and try, you know, do this again. Hopefully the stream won't drop or anything, and those drop frames is all, it's gonna just be the end of it. Hopefully YouTube gets all this stuff sorted out soon, whatever's going on with the site, because this happened like, you know, I think last year or like some time ago. You know, there was like a bunch of times where I was like going to try to do streams and the frames were dropping like crazy. Kind of gave me a scare tonight, because like, you know, everything went to the red like probably about like maybe 10 to 15 seconds in, but then it seemed like it actually fixed. Don't you start now, controller. But yeah, hopefully that was like a little hiccup. I actually was able to kind of get through and do my stream. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and get this whole show on the road after I do that, and after I do that, yeah. Let's get this underway after I, you know, make sure everything's good to go. All right, I'm not gonna bother with a timer. I was thinking about actually turning on like a death counter for this, but I ain't gonna really bother with it, because the problem is the death counter will, like, you know, kind of like, you know, conflict with my moving fundraiser thing like up there. But when I am gonna try to like get things moved around a little bit when I do, you know, start my Bloodborne series soon, because I am gonna have my death counter up for that. So yeah. I don't know what the cross save means, but I don't know what that cross save thing means. It's been a while since I played this, but let me just like kind of look at it real quick, because I mean, I don't know if that was actually in this before. I mean, you figure it would be like somewhere I can kind of like link it to Steam or something, but okay, I don't know what it is. I'll just keep it off for right now. All right, let's get the show on the road. I know I'm definitely gonna be rusty playing this because it's been so long. I think last time I played was like 2017. I'm already kind of like a little bit nervous and everything, so. But I'm pretty sure I can handle this. I just kind of like, all right. Okay. All right, let's go on in here and take on the first one. I think I gotta like shoot the eye if I'm right, if I remember correctly. Yeah. Okay, never mind. Actually fighting the boss yet, so we gotta like actually get. I think we actually get to choose, if I remember correctly. When we get up here, we actually get to decide which boss we're gonna go against. That's save point. I forgot you can't roll upstairs. Because it also has like a little Legend of Zelda vibe. Things you can't like, you know, I don't think you can roll upstairs with Link, or like you hit a wall. All right, so yeah, we got like, you know, our first 4 bosses here. Well, it might be 3. No, it's 4. Can't remember. All right. Okay, yeah, that's right. That's the I know it's this one. As guys see the heart. Remember serves correctly on that one. I don't actually remember if I can like climb at this before. I think it's just like, you know, kind of like just teach you can climb spots. I was able to climb before, I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, I know what this one is. I'll take this one on first. If I'm correct, this should be the yep. Alright. Just gotta like wait for the right time to do this. Yep. Okay. Now it's the best start, and of course I forgot the thing. Like, he just keeps hitting you while you're down, but yeah. I didn't think I was actually gonna like get a win on the first boss, like like that quickly. Like, I didn't think I was gonna go in, and be like the want to get a win first. That's fine. Okay, yeah, that sucked. Got it. Okay, one boss down. I just had to remember that the thing actually can't like stay in the air the entire time. It has to bounce to get to you. Now, some of these bosses have like unique ways you can beat them. I think it was the brains out. And they do have actual names. It's just like, I think like when you do like a new game plus, you can read their names. But currently, it's like you can't actually see what the name is. It's kind of like in the game's own language. All right, now if I'm right, this should be the I think the gelatinous cube. Mm-hmm. Alright, not really a cube, he's a slime, I forgot. Okay. Problem is, like, you hit it too much or whatever. Like I just did. We gotta focus on the... I can't believe I've actually just pulled that off. Okay, now that was... a lucky shot right there. I actually got it on the rebound. I don't think I've ever actually done that one before. I swear I thought there was supposed to be like a trophy for that. And then there was supposed to be on the Steam version. Because I didn't do it right or something, but... Okay, well that was easy. I mean, I kind of panicked a little bit because they were coming at me a little bit quickly, but yeah. Alright, so that one's out of the way. I think when I first played, I struggled with it a lot and all that, but... Okay, I'm trying to remember, like, what are these? I know what... Oh. It might be this one that got hit on the rebound. Oh, yeah, that ended badly. And yeah, it may be that one I got hit on the rebound. But this one's also definitely faster than the others. But the ice cube, it just like slides around. But this one like is pretty much like, you know. Let me see. Trying to think here. So if he rolls once, he's gonna be facing me. Then down. I didn't actually think that was gonna work, but there we go. Yeah, welcome in, Jeremy. That's the thing. I've never actually pulled. So yeah, it was that when you got the trophy for. I never got it on the PC version of this because I actually bought this again like a few nights ago, where just because I liked the game so much I didn't mind buying it again. I wanted to go for the trophies. Welcome to Elginox. So yeah, that was kind of like I was okay because I was trying to count like the spots. Okay, when is it gonna be facing away? And I just kind of went in and just like pressed my luck and it worked. So I honestly thought that thing was about to crush me right there. Might be actually the quickest I've ever beat any of the bosses. Alright, so that's 3 down already. Not even 15 minutes in. Ouch. So this one is this thing. Oh yeah, I remember you are a dick. Yeah, and this also is like the box covered guy. The trick to this one is that he's always going to be guarding his heart. And I just got bitch slapped. Yeah, so this one actually is the toughest one out of the 4 here in this biome. This is like the training biome. This basically is all it teaches you like how the game works and everything. Okay, let me see. Got him. I had to remember that, like, depending on what side of the screen you're on, that's like what that's the hand he'll use. So I remember I kind of was like, well, I got myself lined up and I just took the shot. Okay, 4 down. But again, you see there's not really a whole lot of risk versus reward. It's just a matter of actually being able to go in and beat the boss. You know, you don't have to start the whole thing over. I think there might be a bonus game where if you die, you have to start the entire thing over. Okay, well, first biome's out of the way. We got all 4 of them beaten. I think when I actually streamed this, when I did my Let's Play of it years ago, whatever, I mean, they were beating me down left there. I think I had like about 20 losses, like just from the opening area. So I think I did pretty good that time. When I streamed, I think it was like a bit less, but I don't know. It could be like all my time playing Enter the Gungeon and other like, you know, fast-paced games since then. But I know there's definitely gonna be some bosses that are gonna challenge me. But I'm just glad I got that one from the eye, you know, from the cube, because I never got that in the PC version. But yeah, this overall, it's an absolutely beautiful game. And just like, you know, just so much stuff to take in, just the scenery and everything. They got like a few little environmental puzzles. But I've also, you know, that I've forgotten like a lot of like, you know, how everything looks. But I do remember it all being like pretty gorgeous. Okay, let's see. Like, so where's our first? I think they may be up here. I can't remember if they actually are indoors now or if they're actually, you know, just out in the open. I can't remember. I think they have like little. Okay, yeah. So that's basically for us to get to the next area. We're gonna need like 8. So I want to say I think that like, you know, back down there they give you a mulligan to where like, you know, if you struggle with one of them too much, you know, you didn't actually beat it. But we're gonna try to go for every single boss tonight. So gotta remember like, you know, where to find them. This game doesn't give you a map, so you have to like outright explore. Oh yeah, that's right. There should be one up here. Maybe. Actually, this might just be the main hub area. Wait, we got something right here. Okay, we're gonna find out. Is there one in here? Oh, right, we're going to the snowy area. I can't remember if they actually give you like a choice on which, you know, biomes to go to first, but alright, now if memory serves correctly, there's like a puzzle we gotta do here. That did not work out the way I thought it would. Yeah, there is gonna be a puzzle like involving like some fire coming up if memory serves correctly. Here we go. I'm just gonna like, you know, just stay a spot. Ouch. Yeah, but as you can see, this, like, it has, like, a lot of, like, vibes, like, between, like, Shadows of the Colossus, Soulsborne, and also, Legend of Zelda. Yeah, there's one down. Okay, there's a boss down here. We need to get in there now. Line the shot correctly. Try again. There we go. And which one was the... Oh, the water, right. This thing. Okay, what was this gimmick again? Alright, I remember now. This is gonna be tricky as heck. And I was in the wrong place there, definitely. Okay, I gotta make sure when he's doing that little thing like that, I cannot be in the water. That's right. But at least I don't think we gotta do the puzzle again. It's gonna stay open. Yeah, this is where, like, the boss is definitely, like, like I said, there was a training area, but these bosses right here are definitely a bit trickier. And a lot of it's not... I don't know what all the sprites were right there I saw, but... A lot of it's just that, about getting the timing right. Okay, I remember now. Come on. Oh, shit. Okay, well, you didn't kill me at least. Okay, I get it now. Now I remember. I gotta wait right here. Okay, yeah. Ah, crap. Yeah, it's his tail, but... It's just a matter of getting the shot in. Or, or hitting him with it. That was beyond cheap. He zoomed in on me right there. Yeah, okay, this is... Yeah, I remember, like, this is, like, one of the ones I've absolutely just... Because it's more along the lines of just, Got him. Yeah. Took me a lot less time than it normally is taking me to beat him or whatever. But yeah, it's that one split second you've got, like, to hit his tail. And that one definitely reminds me of that one, sea serpent boss you fight in Shadow of the Colossus. Okay. That one's done. Honestly, it's surprised it didn't take me a whole lot longer, because that one usually is giving me trouble. Like, times before, that one gave me a lot of trouble. But again, like, some of them, it's not really a matter of them being hard, it's just, like, getting the timing. So that one doesn't really, like, it's mainly the electricity is the problem, but from right... Wait, hold on, so what is this? Wait, ah, shit, not yet. I need to go back up there. Okay, we're in the fire biome now, but... I think there's supposed to be a way for me to see, like, how many of them are left in a certain spot, but... Okay, we got one down here. I just got, like, because I think there should be, like, something around here that'll show me, like, how many... are left. Okay, now I think I remember. Oh, yes, there's this thing right here. There's 3 here. You see that right there? And it points me in which direction to go for them, so... I might have to, like, you know... Oh, this thing. I forgot that freaking laser. Okay, yeah, I gotta knock this one's teeth out. I forgot all about him. I know what the other one is. Alright. Ouch. Yeah. I think if I'm right, I may not be able to hit him with the laser again. That was like the one, you know, opening I had. It's all good though. All right, come on. Yeah. Oh crap! And it hit me. Like, yeah, he knocked me. It came up right there, knocked me down. I wasn't able to dodge. I got hit by the laser. Yeah, this one right here, I remember being like, yeah, it's worse than the serpent, from what I remember. The serpent, like I said, it's just like a timing thing. You just gotta, like, you know, be able to line your shot and hit it. But I mean, a lot of them are timing based, but this doesn't understand what's going on. The stupid teeth. Barely got it. It hit right there on the edge, but... Yeah, I kind of saw what I did right there. I kited, like, the pillar over there to the left, so I could line up my shot, like, you know, right there. Like, as soon as I could, because it was going to, like, you know, take him, like, a... If he would have been right there on me, it would have, like, made it hard to hit it. Okay, right, I see it. Now, this one might definitely... give me some problems. I can't remember if there's like something for me like lighting all the fire, but I'm gonna do that before I leave. Alright. Yeah. And this is the one they had like a challenge for before the game came out, where like they challenge, like where you can get a t-shirt for beating the Yeti. Okay. I think y'all probably might already have an idea on what his weakness is. Oh, and I would have got him right there. Okay. Really? Okay, the game crashed and we're going right back in. Of course I have luck like that happen or whatever, you know, like the stream seems like it's working like it's supposed to, and then that happens. And I literally just installed the game earlier. Oh yeah, this keeps tracking my deaths. So 6 killed, 9 deaths. Alright, sorry about that, guys. And it happened right after the Yeti jumped me. It's just my luck I have something like that happen. It's just like everything's not like trying to keep me from beating this game. Come on, punk. Oof. I might have had something happen like that when I fought the Yeti on the PC version. I can't remember. Or I think the game might have crashed. Ouch. You know, it's gonna be so like so. Also, I just noticed Geigen's like facing away. It's gonna be so satisfying when I want to put him in his place. Thankfully, it's just like, you know, again, there's not really much risk to it. It's not like, you know, probably gonna be doing with Bloodborne when I'm gonna get killed like halfway across the map. I have to go all the way up back over to get my stuff. Like, you basically just have to. Yo. The freaking ice. I thought I had that shot lined up, and this freaking ice, icicle stopped me. Well, he's found out before. It's just he's about to find out again. I just gotta get the shot lined up. Ah! But you know what? I got a little trick for you. Let's see if what I'm gonna try to do works. I've got an idea. You better be face down, ass up if this works. If not, well, I'll just have to keep coming back. Alright, come on! I didn't get a chance to do it because, like, the stupid snowball. Alright, Blanca. This ain't over. The thing with this is just he's so fast and there's so much that happens, like... You know. Come on! Yeah, and I hesitated right there a little bit. The plan is, like, you know, what I need to do is as soon as he hits the wall, I need to roll out of the way, because that's where the stalactite's going to fall, and I should have a clear shot at his ass. Like, literally, that's his weak spot. I'm dead serious. Y'all going to find out when I hit him. Okay, yeah, I didn't do it right there. It's just, there's, like, so much, like, about getting the timing on it. And I had it lined up, but somehow it... I don't understand that, because I shot it right at him, but somehow it ended up inside the icicle. That kind of felt a little questionable. Alright, then. Screw it. Now, I know those icicles hadn't fallen before I took that shot. Okay. Smart ass, you want to play? I got something for you. If that would have worked, and I'm going to try to see if I can get it to work. It's going to take some serious setup here, but if I can make this work, it's going to be totally embarrassing for him. And pretty, you know, badass for me. Trying to see if I can do this. Yo. Oh, god dang it. The icicle stopped it. That would have been it. Oh, that makes me mad. For some reason, it's like, you know, it seems like I get the shot lined up and somehow they're trying to say the icicle stopping it. Yeah, yeah, now I'm remembering how much I couldn't stand this boss before. But I'm gonna get him. Like I said, I've beaten this game. I've beaten every single boss in it before, and I'm gonna do it again. And I totally try to roll out of the way of it. It definitely feels like at times where, like, you know, something's off about it when I'm trying to, like, you know, get out of the way of him. Also, like I said, I'll acknowledge that maybe I'm just rusty. But it's just gonna take one shot, Yeti. One shot. Now y'all saw that now. Now, I definitely felt like that was questionable. Or maybe I just didn't have like enough, like, you know, speed on the arrow. I'm going to get him. As I just keep on forgetting like how broken like the icicles are. I'll take that. Right in that ass cheek. I just figured like I was just gonna say YOLO right there and just like roll right up on him so that way I couldn't miss. At that time I basically rolled with him or whatever. Y'all saw I took the shot as soon as he landed. Ah, that guy sucks. I forgot how much of a pain in the ass he can be. But I mean, of course, now you know how much of a pain in the ass I can be literally. Punk ass. Okay. That's all of them in the snow biome. Okay, let's like, you know, light the fires here, because I can't remember if I get some for this. Let's see, wasn't there like am I gonna like that one? I don't know if it's... Maybe you can't light all of them. I mean, I don't think there's a way to light this one up here. All right, we did what I need to do here, so we can go ahead and head on back down. That's 7. Wait, hold up. That was the fire biome up here, wasn't it? Yeah, we gotta figure out what that was. Or the volcano, lava, whatever. Where was that one at? Going around all this. I'm trying to remember, like, you know, where, because I know, like, we had link to that from here, I think. I believe we saw it from here. If I go up here, maybe I'll find it. Yeah, I believe it's this right here. Alright. I can't remember, like, how many we're going to be dealing with down here. It could be 4. I don't know. And then we got a jungle biome. We got the biome we're going to here. I think I remember there being, like, some particularly nasty ones in this one. Definitely pretty, like, you know, cool-looking area. Well, the previous one was a cool-looking area, but this is cool, like, as far as, you know, just the heat wave thing, like... I'm already doing, like, enough heat, like, where I live right now, or whatever, so they can have it. Okay, we got 3 here. Guess there's gonna be 1 down here. We'll go and go and... Can't remember if, like, the... Oh, this... Nah, crap. Hold up. I think I remember, like, specifically not liking this one. Alright, Geodude. That's why I don't like him. Okay, but that right there frustrates me because, like, you know, they put me right here in the elevator and the elevator immediately went back up. I don't know if that was a glitch or what. Alright, I'll hit, like, the save when I get back down there. That guy ain't seen the last of me. Okay. Also, I kind of feel like I got audio desync going on. We definitely can't have audio desyncs in this one. It's like some of the audio cues are like what kind of can help me, like, you know, line up a shot. I'm taking the stairs. I mean, I'm taking this. Alright. I'm gonna go back over and try this again after I hit the save. There. Now we ain't gonna have that problem anymore. Come on. Oh, darn. If he wouldn't have started right there, I could have had a shot. Yep, now y'all see why I don't like this one. Like, he's way too sporadic. Of course, it makes sense. Like, you know, you figure fire biome, of course, is going to be... I got something for him. Let's see if I can... Oh, if that would have worked, that would have been great. Whew. I'm getting like a bunch of accidental trophies here, but I'll take that one. Woo! Jesus. I've never beaten him that easily before. I know, I think like there's one time I think I took like about an hour on him alone. So I'm definitely getting like some like the boss specific achievements out of the way, trophies out of the way. That's one I completely forgot about that you needed to get. Alright, sweet dreams, Geodude. Right. Hold up. Mm-hmm. What was this one again? Right. How's this one work again? I can't remember. Now I remember. If memory serves correctly, I gotta get it, like, you know, to collide with its bomb. So technically, in a way, you could consider this one like one that actually takes 2 shots. You gotta, like, to shoot it like an arrow into its mouth, and then it's that way you can kind of like it's basically kind of like Kirby in a way. And then after you gotta, like, you know. Problem is that stupid thing when it does that. So we gotta get, like, you know, throw a bomb out. Now the best thing I can do is try to get the bomb in the center so that way I don't have to, like, you know, pull it as far. If I'm right. I think that's actually a strategy used that before. Okay, so we don't like... Okay. See, and the thing is that, yeah, that's what makes this one like really tricky. Wherever you gotta, like, you know, get it, you know, blow itself up right there. You gotta, like, you know, pull it into the bomb, but it's a matter of getting it lined up. Okay, I can do it though. It's just that the only thing I don't like about this boss is that the flames itself it shoots out also can set off the bomb. So I think, like, probably like my understanding was I gotta, like, you know, move off to the side or whatever, you know, keep it from, like, you know, shooting towards the bomb. Otherwise, it'll blow it up before I can do anything with it. But I also think there might be something else I can do, if I remember correctly. I can kind of make it cheat itself. Yeah, it's about to blow it up. I knew that was gonna get me. I remember correctly, I think there's a way you actually can make it like, you know, if I can get it closer to a corner, I can make it like bounce the bomb off the corner and it can fall back on its head, but I don't remember. We're gonna try again, though. I knew that was gonna get me. Yeah, this one is another tricky one. But a lot of the bosses, like I said, are tricky. It's about it, like, you know, trying to... Some are like about just getting the shot lined up perfectly. Some have like extra gimmicks like this one. Again, I just hate that stupid thing like that when it's the stupid little embers. I know I think I saw like somewhere where someone like, you know, found a pretty easy way to beat this boss. I know I think I'm doing it the hard way, but actually the other way might be the harder way. Ouch. Oof. Oh. And it's gonna blow it up like an insult injury and then try to stop me in. Alright, boss. Okay, so that's the way we're gonna do this. Okay. See, yeah, that was... Yeah, I think I might have found my first actual proper roadblock in the game. Roadblock jumped. Okay, at least that didn't take too long. Still took a few attempts though. But I do think there actually is a way to make like the bomb bounce off its head. Like actually, you know, if you can get close enough to a wall, but I think it takes some like very meticulous timing and planning. I think I've seen it where you can like get close to a wall and the bomb will actually bounce off the wall and then land on it. Okay. One more to go. And I think I may remember what this one is. Yeah, I mean, I think I remember you. And you know, also, like, I remember I kicked your ass before. You about to get it, just wait. Okay. Alright, okay. I want you to just keep in mind what you just did. And what you did there too, okay, which was... See, I think I might actually have something set up here, we'll see. Nope, I stand corrected. Ah, yeah. Now this one isn't gonna be too bad. I just gotta, like, you know, just catch its movements correctly. I can get this one, like, probably with, like, without too much difficulty. I just gotta, like, you know, just line that eye up right. Yeah, it's got nice music. It's that initial roll. I just gotta time it right. It's like that one coal Pokemon. Forgot its name. Alright, fire biome's done. If I remember correctly, I don't recall if I ever actually figured out, like, what the whole point of this thing right here is supposed to be. I can't remember if there's actually something to that or what. I don't recall ever fighting that thing. Just make sure we're good. I think, yeah, alright. Honestly, I might have actually beaten, like, all the bosses around here, and I might be able to go on up to the next gate. We beat, like, you know, 3 down there, 3 above. I can't remember. I think the gates had made, it was at 6 or 8. Either way, we're still, like I said, we're still. The plan is I'm gonna be going through here, and I'm gonna, like, beat every boss. This sucks that you can't. You don't have a way to fast travel. Alright, so that means there's, like, 2 more around here. I think there should be another biome. It makes sense they still got the whole thing going where, like, they give you, like, you know, one... Each time it's like, you know, you can, like, pretty much, you know, dodge fighting a boss. Because the way the game is designed, you can get through it, like, without beating every single boss. It's just... There is, like, another one you can, you know, you fight, like, if you beat all the others. I keep on doing that, knowing I can't go upstairs like that. Yeah, so, like I said, they can give you a bit of a mulligan. I'm kind of feeling like chances are, it'd be like you probably, like, have 2 each biome, you can have, like, maybe, like, you know, 1 boss you ain't got to beat. You don't have to. Because if I didn't beat, like, you know, 2 of the bosses there, would have been, like, you know, 2 slots clear. And I still could have beat, like, you know, 2 more here or whatever. So it's basically like, I think as long as you, like where we're going over here, so as long as you beat like at least 2 bosses per biome, you can still move along, but... Of course, there's also like just 2 here, so if I'm right on which one this is... Oh, yeah, I think we're about to do that Lost Woods thing. I can't remember what the gimmick is here, like how you gonna know which way to go. Oh, that's right, you literally just gotta go back 1 step. I forgot about that. Ow. Is this the one I think it is? No, it wasn't what I thought it was, but still, I'm having a fight on my hands. Ah. Now this one honestly isn't really that bad, but I'm trying to go, there's a trophy here I think for like, you know, cutting off all of his arms, or all the limbs. Probably should have went back to the right. Okay, we'll do this. Alright, let's try this again. I can't recall if it can regrow its vines. The only thing that frustrates me is like when you're trying to hit the vines, and I think you gotta like hit it at a certain spot. Yeah, it kind of like has like some serious Dekubaba vibes. Or vines, vibes, vines, whatever. Alright. We're going to try it again. I think if I step on like, you know, the vines right there or whatever, it still can hurt me, so I gotta watch it. Alright. Really, like, his only defense now is, like, just the cloud. Okay. Trim that hedge too. Okay. It's kind of sad now. The problem is I just gotta hit that one little stub right there. Okay, that totally should have counted. Alright, got it. Alright. Alright, now I can basically, you know, just go and just take it out. I have to actually kill it or whatever, which is good. Alright, but I think I pretty much got this battle mostly guaranteed. I just gotta, like, you know, just hold out and watch. Because the thing is, if I still step on any of these dead vines, they'll still hurt me. I think that's kind of frustrating when I'm trying to, like, you know, hit the stupid, like, you know, weak spot right there and it's not letting me. Got it. Wait. And that wait is over. I didn't actually know if I was gonna make that shot, but had to do a little badass like phrase right there. You know, it wasn't that badass, but still, when I actually made the shot, it made it infinitely more badass. And that's one I honestly used to struggle a lot with too, but it may have been like when I used to fight, I didn't actually realize you can cut the vines off. I really don't think I remember that before. See, now I have to walk through it, but... The only thing I have a concern about is like one of the trophies has anything to do with like, you know, the iron mode where you have to, like, you know, go through and play, like, you know, because I'm pretty sure there's one where you gotta go through and play the whole thing without dying. I know dang well I ain't ready for that one. Try going down. Okay, so I don't know what the trick is like to get into the other one. The music sounds like it dims a little bit here. Right. What the hell? Well, that should have worked. Hold up. Let's wait for the music to stop. I think I might... Sorry, beat that one anyway. Let's try to keep going this way. I can't remember like the gimmick behind this. So I went in here and the music stopped for a second, and then I was like... I really like this part being a bit of a pain to actually find the boss. Or I can just go straight up. No? I got reminded like how much I hate this area. It's like it makes the Lost Woods look easy. We go straight up because the going up whatever gets like an area we... Wait a minute, if I'm right... So yeah, that's the plant. Oh, it's showing. I don't never actually think I saw this before. It's showing lore to the plant. So apparently it fell from the space or whatever and then like grew over time. I don't think I ever actually saw that before. You know what? It could be behind the... No, I don't think it's behind the waterfall. I just gotta remember... How do we do this? How do we get through this part? I could go up here and see if there's like some that branches off. Yeah. As y'all can probably like tell, I'm not really too fond of this area too much, but we'll get it. So that's like when we fought the plant. Here we go. Oh, this thing. I swear, yeah, I think it's a mushroom. Alright, fungus. Now I remember, and I hate this guy. Thankfully, I think I know how to get back to him. Oh, you're gonna pay for that, dude. Just wait. Friggin' fungus. Fungus among us. Yeah, he basically, yep. Yeah. He's one of those types of bosses. Yeah, earning my ire is not a smart thing to do, dude. Now shut up. I'm not dealing with you tonight. I had enough of that already. I'm actually surprised how easily I'm taking, like, quickly I'm taking down some of these bosses that used to give me so much trouble, and the fact that this is my first time playing this, like, you know, since 2017. But yeah, I think it's, like I said, maybe all of my time playing Dead Cells and Enter the Gungeon and stuff, like, you know, those are, like, more frantic games. Okay, that should be basically all of them around here now. Yeah, I think, like, this is, like, another one of those things where they kind of give you a bit of a mulligan on the bosses. I believe, like, really the way they kind of do this, like, you get, like, you know, there's more to the game if you beat everything, but they do kind of make it where, you know, you can, like, you know, skip some of the bosses you have trouble with. Because you kind of like, look at that area right there, you can see, like, well, both of the jungle bosses are actually not really that bad. I probably would say, like, between the two, like, between the two, I'd say probably the plant is maybe harder because it's got so much else it's doing. But really, as long as you can live your shot with the mushroom, but with the plant, you know, you gotta dodge the vines, which, you know, you can cut the vines off. You gotta dodge the poison clouds, and then you gotta, like, you know, shoot the arrow at it at a particular time. But with the mushroom, as long as, you know, you just line it up right, kind of like, you know, look at its patterns, wherever you can, you know, get that shot in, and it doesn't really do a lot aside from geek you up. So far, so good tonight. Just gotta remember, because let me see, let me keep track of it. So 4 the first area, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Would it be 12? Crap. Ah, this one. Let's get this over with. So obviously it looks like similar to the first one we fought, but it's gonna be a lot trickier. Basically what we gotta do, there's like a little bit of a trick here that once we get like one of the fists down, it basically cuts our fight area in half because we go back over there like to that left side. Like let's say if I get like the fist down on the left side, we gotta stay away from the left side, otherwise it's gonna come back up. Even though it's the fact it's firing like, you know, beams the whole time. But you guys kind of see like how this works now. I got like a very small, like, you know, window there. Yeah. The hardest part is getting that one shot off. So this one's kind of a bit of a difficulty increase, but... Even though I honestly, that was kind of frustrating, the fact that I literally, it seemed like, you know, I should have been able to, like, I should have missed because of how fast I was moving. I was like, I was sprinting, so... And the fact it's still following me. Okay, yeah, that right there, so much went wrong with that one. It's just the fact that, like, it followed me, like, you know, even after that. Like, you know, when I was like, I should have already, like, been out of in the clear. Wow. I don't know, it just feels like at times it's been, like, a little inconsistent. I was like, hang on, a bit of audio desync going on. Fix that real quick. I said this game, like, is really crucial. I'll stay on that as much as possible. Yeah, now all of a sudden it feels like, you know, things were going smoothly before, but now it's like, you know, I try to like roll away from it, get out of the way, and it follows me still. That's fine. And then, like, of course, the twist the knife, it activates afterwards. Wow. And again, it just feels like it's so inconsistent because other times I can run out of the way of it just fine, but now then that time it's like it button red on me, or like you know, not button red, but like zoned in on me. Okay, now that time it threw me off because it actually waited. The fist waited to move or whatever, and I was worried about it coming at me. That's when I kind of like ran around. Okay, so. Oh, this one shot's gonna be so satisfying to get on you. This thing feels like it's cheating at times. That shot is gonna, you know, land, dude. See, you notice how like at times it feels like, you know, sometimes it'll lag behind, but the others it'll like zoom in on me. Oh my god, he keeps on doing this now. See? If that wouldn't happen, I would have had the shot. I would have been able to take the shot right there if like that fist didn't come down on me. See? There's at times it feels like it just zooms right in on you. Like, you know, where you're going to go to instead of, like, trailing behind. Okay. This is going to be so satisfying when I land that shot. And I hate whenever it does that, because, like, you know, basically everything will follow you or whatever. Back over there. Like, the one, like, will stay in place even though it's not on the, like, where it's supposed to be. You go back that way, the other one follows you, and then afterwards, like, the laser catches you. See? Fine, I'll just, like, start trying to see if I can move right there, like, when it's about to land or something, but... Even then, like, seems like it's very sporadic. Now I'm getting, alright, now I kind of got a bit of an idea on how I can get that one lined up. It's just that, you know, it's all a matter of making it happen. If I can just roll out of the way. Ugh, God. It was right there. Oh my God. That was way too close. And of course, I, you know, get them lined up, but... I get them lined up, and, like, but then that's when suddenly I get smashed. But yeah, I dodged that one hit right there, but then, like, I do something similar right there where I should have dodged it or whatever, and... Alright, Iron Man, I got something for you. Just wait. I'm gonna go right. It's gonna go right in that arc reactor. I don't think so. The thing is, but that fist came close right there. If I would have been a millisecond like later on that, I would have been done. Oh, that was so cathartic. And I said, you get like such a small room, you know, margin of error right there. Or margin, you know, for success. Punk. Alright. Whew. I mean, I knew, like, no matter what, I was gonna struggle with that one. It's one of the ones I was dreading, but at least it's done now. Oh, right. Both sides just lead up to him. Okay, so that one's out of the way now. Now we just gotta, like, you know, go back down here and see if... what are ways we can go? Unless there was something outside that we missed. Alright, let's just kind of explore around. I can't remember, like, what all... I think this is back to the forest biome, right? Yeah, so... I don't know if we can go down and find something. Maybe? I forgot, like, you know, how, like, you know, massive this whole place is. Here we go. If I'm right... oh, no. Wait, I don't remember yo ass. Oh, never mind. Now I do. Freaking look like Edgar from Men in Black. Like little Edgar baby. Little squid baby. Little baby alien squid. I'll take one shot, punk. One shot. I'm gonna get you with it. Just hold on. Hey, dumbass. Okay, that totally could have worked a whole lot better. I want you to go and keep that guarded. Caught you blinking, bitch. I was determined to get that to work. Look, I could be cheap in this game too. I don't care. You know, the way this some of the rules they play by, I'll be cheap right back. Okay, ass face. Freaking looking like you need to be on Jim Carrey's face looking ass. Freaking Mask of Loki looking. Get out of here with that. It can be a very good strategy thing. Like, you know, if you do it right, yeah. I can't remember if I ever pulled it off on that one before or not, but now I have. Okay, so... but if the other boss is the one I think it is here or whatever, that's going to be a problem. What the hell? Have I been back here before? What the fudge? Can't remember if I've been back here before. Oh, yeah, you have to be back here to go back. Okay. I think. I don't know if I've ever been back here before or not. I mean, I'll know if I see a boss there, because that means I'll have to traverse this area, but it's been so long since I played. Oh, yeah, I've been back here before. Oof, 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 oof. Big oofs. Yeah. So this one I think actually is like a blatant, is a obvious reference to Shadow of the Colossus. I feel like that's what this was supposed to be, because it's literally just like this big giant, you know, thing, and it doesn't even fight back. It's like so ancient, I guess just tired or whatever. So that was like, that's a gimme. You basically... I sort of thought, like, you know, I started fading. I swear I thought, like, it was actually supposed to, like, its colors, like, started fading, you know, like, it actually faded after that. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, that one is, like, the one in this game that definitely makes you feel kind of like a dick for killing it, because it can't fight back, but it basically tells you do what you must. Like in a game of like a battle, you know, full of like creatures that are trying to kill you, that's the only close thing you get to a friend you have, basically. And I know, like, you know, I can't remember, like, you know, exactly how, if I'm ever really, like, looking to the story of this or whatever. Because I think there is, like, a lot, like, there's bits of lore and everything, but it's kind of like one of those things where they leave stuff up to interpretation. They don't actually outright tell you what's going on. You basically kind of have to, like, look around and put two and two together. Like, you guys saw, like, there was, like, lore with the plant. It just showed that the plant apparently, like, you know, came from space, embedded itself into the, Earth, and then grew into this massive, you know, gargantuan, you know, Deku Baba looking thing. So you can even, like, see him right here. Like, the game, like, has very little voice, you know, like, text to, as far as, like, you know, most of what you see is, you know, mainly the names of the bosses. And even then, you don't actually know their actual names unless you play it on, I think if you do, like, a new, like, go back and do a new game, their names will be displayed. I think you have to beat, like, the actual final boss to do that. I think that's how it works. Can't remember. Alright, that's two more. Trying to keep track. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we should be about 15 now. 4 in the first area, 3 in the Arctic biome, in the snow biome, 3 in the lava biome, 2 in the jungle. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, like, you know, we look at, like, the one that was up there past the gate. So you even see, like, the thing right here for this, that thing. But that just I randomly roamed into, like, another area. Wasn't paying attention. I just, like, randomly roamed in, like, the next spot we had to go to. So it'd be, like, 17 here. See, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the Geode. That's... Whoa. I think I actually just figured out what... Oh. You know, I think this actually is my first time actually paying attention now, Rogues. I think I realized it. That Geodude-looking thing we fought or whatever, that big statue we saw, apparently the Geodude-looking thing we saw might have actually been its head we were fighting. That statue didn't have a head that was laying down in the fire biome. It actually might have been, the Geodude thing was his head. We fought him, obviously. So kind of like get this whole thing, like these four were like, you know, just some kind of like, you know, deity guardians or something, or some kind of guardians. Because we fought that one, didn't have a body. This one didn't have a body, but then you have these other two that had like their bodies, but they were kind of like, you know, more just not all there. Give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back to it, guys, and I remembered that we didn't get the boss battle music here, but that's because it's a bit of a fake out here. Yeah. Well, here we go. Once I think his name is actually Avarice, but you can't read it normally, but... What's a good fantasy game without a mimic? And this is one of my favorites. And the music forms. And my thoughts, I guess. This is probably like, you know, one of my favorite bosses in the game, but he's still an ass. I know Dave would probably like lose it over him, just the music, because it kind of gives like Irish pub, like something like Dropkick Murphys or Flogging Molly's. I don't know, probably more like Flogging Molly's. Kind of got that whole like, you know that tavern fight music. I want you to keep on doing that, because I'm about to embarrass you. Just give me a second. Avarice, because I'm pretty sure this one is called, I think its name is Avarice. I wasn't paying attention because I swear I thought like after you fought, like, you know, I don't know. I need to check, like I wasn't actually paying attention to the name, because like, it may have been like after you beat the old one or whatever, like the one I killed a bit ago, maybe you can see their names, but I wasn't paying attention. Nah. I got your number. Okay. Spit. 1. Making sure of it, where I just gotta get the timing on it right. I got him. I just gotta, like, again, just gotta get that shot off. That was on me, though, because I got a little bit too fast. Or, like, I got, you know, got ready a little bit too quickly. Alright, Avarice. I swear his name's Avarice, but I'm gonna do that. 1, 2, 3. He always did, like, you know, two hops before the backflip. I caught on to, I remembered it pretty quickly, wherever I just had, like, you know, get the shot lined up. And that, honestly, was another one that used to, like, give me a lot of trouble back in the day, too, but I guess, like I said, maybe it's just because I played, like, a lot more difficult games since then. And I played, like, you know, some pretty, you know, tough games before playing Titan Souls, but I think, like, when I actually did my first playthroughs, I think it took me about, like, 3 hours to beat it. But then again, there is, like, a pretty solid reason for why it's probably gonna take me, like, there's one boss on the way That's probably gonna definitely, you know, take me some time. That should be like 16, right? Because, I mean, the fact I've done all this in, like, less than 2 hours. This one's gonna be a problem. This ain't the one I'm talking about either, but this guy right here, let's just say he's gonna fight fire with fire. Wait. Yeah, that's right. I remember one of them, he's the one that you were gonna actually see his name. So this one basically, obviously, you know, you can see he kind of like uses my tactics. And he's kind of cheating because he's got like this arrow and other arrows he can use. The thing is, like, the main trick to it is that he's gonna, like, you know, try to shoot you while you're shooting the other arrow. This guy's tough. I just need that one shot. I was hoping I think there actually might be an invincibility where I can't hit the arrow when it's coming at me after his first shot. The issue, I think, is like when I shoot the arrow, it knocks me down too, so I have to recover really quickly and shoot him before, like, you know, he re-armors. Re-equips. Or re-equips or whatever, yeah. Obviously, like a little fairy tale reference there. My L-Hand Legendary Titan Slayer. Damn. He's another one of those roadblock bosses too, but... Really, that should have counted. This will, though. Alright, come on. Oh, right in the dick! I've never beaten him that quickly before. Like, basically in regards, like, you know, actually in the actual fight and the number of attempts, like, to beat him on a playthrough either. But that was a lucky shot, I'll say that. What I just wish what would have been perfect there. That knee was on guard. Or that knee was, like, front and center. If I would have been able to catch him in his knee right there, that would have been beautiful. His injuring days are still over, but... Okay, so that's both of them over here. Now... Just trying to remember... Alright, so that should be Let's go and check. Oh, first let me go look over here. Alright, this is where I just left from, right? Pretty sure it is. Still kneeling. Alright, so we're gonna take the long way around, because I believe there should be one more boss. Trying to think here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Yeah, we should be about at 17 now. So it was four in the opening area, 3 in the snow biome, 3 in the Arctic, 3 in the lava biome, 2 in the jungle, 2 in the graveyard, 2 there, and then there was like the one that we fought like up above, like, you know, the one that was like in the sky area. Yeah, I kicked his ass, a big deal. Okay, wow, okay, so there was like a shortcut to get around. Okay, that's where the crystal one was, right? Okay, I'm gonna go back up to the main hub. I mean, realistically, I'm taking the long way around here, whatever, but I'm just trying to remember how we got access to the last boss. Like the one boss where before we fight the actual last boss. Because you have to beat boss number 18 to take on, like, you know, the real final one. Are we got in here? All right, yeah, so we run around here. Just gotta remember, like, how we gotta access, like, boss number 18. I'm pretty sure that's one we can only fight until after we beat everything else. I'm probably gonna, like, go back up to that sky area. We fought, like, you know, that one jerk. I know it's gonna take a Christmas miracle for me, like, you know, to actually finish this within 2 hours, but if I do it within 3 hours, that'll be the quickest I've ever beaten this game. In fact, I, you know, just stormed through, like, some of the bosses I thought I was gonna have a lot of trouble with, like, with me not playing this since, like, 2017. Like, pretty much just going in here and wrecking everything that originally used to kick my ass. I mean, the Yeti still, like, you know, was par for the course with him. I mean, I've always had trouble with the Yeti. And that one, like, you know, the one all the way up there at the top, I mean, I knew that was gonna happen too. That thing, like, used to wreck me a lot also. I mean, it wasn't still as bad as, like, when I first fought it. And the Yeti used to beat me a whole lot more. Like, like most of these bosses used to beat me, like, a whole lot more than what happened tonight. Matter of fact, how many, like, you know, trophies? 7 out of 28. So I was gonna have to go through, kill the Rolling Titan. And yeah, I think I've actually gotten the achievement for the Rolling Titan. Because I think I've actually caught, like, managed to kill it right when it was actually coming at me before. So it would be fun to go back through and do this, but if there is, like, one for, like, doing the Iron Titan thing or whatever, I can't remember if it was Iron, I think it was Iron Soul. There's one I think we gotta go through the whole game and beat it without getting killed, and I know I ain't gonna be able to do that. I ain't got that kind of skill. My stupid self didn't notice the stairs behind it. Okay. This one sucks. This is the boss I was talking about I know I'm gonna have a lot of trouble with. There's no bones about it. This is gonna be tricky. I'm kind of dreading this. Alright, come on. Yeah, this guy is... This one right here is like definitely the one. It's like it's a massive roadblock. It's never been that easy. I think here's the kick to it. When I've always beaten him before, it's when he was trying to teleport. I thought I had to actually shoot him while he was teleporting. I've always thought like you had to shoot him like you had shit, because things he teleports around, you had to like line his shot up after he teleported. I didn't know you could shoot him when he's going for the arrow. I just realized that there was like I could have beaten him a whole lot quicker before. I can't believe this shit. The thing is, I'm just needing to make sure that I actually did. I can't remember like the credits play. Make sure like. I've never beaten him on a second try. You know, usually it takes like. It usually has taken me, when I played before, like about an hour to beat him. But again, I never actually realized you could shoot him when he was going for his arrow or going for that. I've always thought you had to like wait till he teleported. All right, hold on a second. Let's see right here. $18 killed, 78 deaths. I didn't feel like it felt like it was less deaths than that, but making sure, because it said, wait, 18 killed. There's supposed to be one more. Yeah, it said 18. I was like, wait a minute. Okay, we got it. Okay, now this is the last boss. The truth. Alright. Well, it still takes 78 deaths over like the 400 or so that I got like, hit with in Cuphead. Yeah, I keep forgetting, like, I got this. I see it now. Particular window right there. Alright. Okay. Kind of like with the Yeti, I gotta move after he lands. There's a very specific way we gotta go about this. Let's see. I totally should have counted. I rolled right into it. Yeah, it felt like there was a few... I mean, I think I got, like, hit dead center on the eye. Okay. Oh, come on now. I ran right towards it. And I think if I'm right, like the first form right here, because it's got multiple forms. This is like, I can't remember if this is the trickiest one or not. But I've whooped his ass before and I'm going to do it again. I didn't go through all this just to... I was trying to, like, you know... That was on me. Knowing dang well he was going to, like, you know, veer right into me. Alright. I was trying to, like, yeah, I kind of, like, was hoping I could hit him before, like, the other one came down. But, like I said, there's a very particular window you gotta hit him, like, part you gotta hit him on. And then you gotta hit him dead center in the eye, but it's so tricky to line that up. And, of course, I tried to roll, but it seems like I thought, like, he was gonna basically, he came over to where I rolled to. So I gotta wait till right when he lands, so that way, you know, he can't, like, readjust on me. Didn't work. And the fact that it literally, like, you know... Yeah, I hate this thing. Okay, I wonder if it's, like, you know, when whatever way it goes, I gotta, like, roll. So if it goes to the right, I gotta roll to the right. It's that second wheel. I don't recall, like, him being this hard to hit before. I hope it's not like some kind of glitch going on with the game, because I think I do have to hit the eye dead center. And there's, like, a very particular window to do that. That should have counted. Alright. Okay, I remember this. This particular one we gotta shoot. Dodge everything else. That was BS. I actually hit it, and I died in the process. But then now I gotta do the whole thing over again. Yeah. It's fine. Going to get on through this. Now I can remember I can actually shoot these things, give me some breathing room. Just gotta, like, you know, hit that. Wait for the pop up. Come on, where's that? Just gotta get one good shot in on it. Yeah, the things that I knew I wasn't gonna get that because I was so far away from my arrow. It's like the sooner I get the shot on the purple line, the better, but there's so much other stuff that's swamping you there. Okay. Again, it's when they pull that crap like that. Okay. Yeah, my nose. Sometimes, like when I get, like, you know, like my adrenaline gets up, my nose starts itching. Damn it, got away. I knew that was gonna happen because they pincer attacked me right there, so I couldn't get back to my arrow. And of course, the purple one comes up or whatever. It's so hard for me to actually, you know, I wasn't able to get a proper shot against. I should have just kept running around and hope I could have, like, you know, got another chance at it. All right. At least I'm getting past that spot a whole lot quicker now. I'm kind of getting the you know, getting the idea of it. Okay. I forgot how tricky, how that part right there is kind of simple. Like popping like right in the face, like right there before the fight even starts. Alright, it's done. If it is, if I remember correctly, that's it. I actually managed to beat the game in less than 2 hours. 1 hour and 58 minutes. Yeah, that was it. Alright, so I basically just completely just, in a way, obliterated Titan Souls. I mean, outside, like, the other deaths I suffered, so I don't know if I can actually... If it's less than 100 deaths, I'll be happy. But yeah, I've never beaten this game that fast. The factor that the one, like, you know, the 18th boss, I took it down the second go, when I thought I was gonna struggle with that one so much, because that was, like, it's always been, like, the toughest boss in the game for me. I went in there second attempt, and I think, but it's mainly just because I realized I actually could shoot it when I was going for the arrow, because previously, every time I fought it before, it felt like it was like a lot of luck where I had to manage to shoot it right where it was gonna teleport. So when I beat it before, I caught it like right when it teleported to a particular spot and managed to hit it like right when it, you know, teleported back in, or, you know, basically in one spot, and it will teleport, and I'd actually manage to like hit it wherever it was going. So I'm content with the fact I actually just beat this game in less than 2 hours. I think, like, previously, I think my first time I ever played through it, I think it took me about, I mean, I had like edited everything down exponentially for my YouTube playthrough, like cutting, you know, do a lot of editing. I think it took me about probably maybe 5 or 6 hours to play through it then. And then when I'd, like, you know, streamed it back in 2017, I think it took me about like 3 to 4 hours. And this time, like, I just came in no practice, being probably, definitely like what I felt was gonna be rusty, and I was gonna probably really struggle with it. And there was like so many of the bosses that I thought I was gonna have a problem with, I ended up just obliterating them after not playing this game since 2017. And yeah, I'm happy with that. I mean, I thought that, like, this whole playthrough was gonna be a lot more problematic, especially with, like, with the, yeah, so 90 deaths, 19 killed. This is, like, the least amount of deaths I've ever had in this game. I'll take it. So the whole thing with the truth is now, like, the bosses' names are actually all translated, but this is gonna be my one and done for this. I just wanted to, like, you know, bring you guys a little blast from the past, like one of the first games I ever streamed, one of the first games I ever actually played as a content creator, and yeah, this is fun. So realistically, I actually beat the game. If we're not counting deaths, my time is 1 hour and 36 minutes and 56 seconds. But we're counting deaths here, so, in the stream time, so we just hit 2 hours on the stream. So completely content with that. Definitely took a lot less time than I thought I was going to. Part of me was even wondering if it was gonna like take like 2 streams or whatever. Namely considering the whole thing with like the drop frames, but at least the stream did hold up. It was like a few hiccups at this right when I started. And I really do feel like that's probably like the reason why, like, you know, I tried to like stream the Moonbeam the other day as well when we were trying to do Grounded 2. Maybe it's just simply YouTube's having its hiccups or whatever. And hell, for all I know, it could have been like if I actually would have waited, or would a little bit like the stream would have actually, you know, ironed out, even though we didn't ever actually get to play through Grounded 2, like, you know, at that time, because I was trying to stream it above YouTube and Moonbeam. But the fact that it dropped 220 frames and stopped without me like doing anything, yeah, like maybe it's just like I just wait for, because I've been concerned about like, because Monday is supposed to be when I'm supposed to be start like streaming on Moonbeam full time. And I'm hoping that maybe like YouTube may get the rest of their stuff ironed out, and I'm hoping that's all it was. It's just that, you know, it's like YouTube's hiccups kind of made it like a little bit trickier to kind of like stream the 2 sites. But hopefully they'll have like more stuff ironed out, because it's like, again, this is like something that happened last year where like, you know, there was like, it's randomly out of nowhere, every stream I was trying to do on YouTube, I was dropping frames. But this one, thankfully, it only happened like during the intro, and it actually didn't happen during the gameplay, and I was able to actually get through and do this. So anyways, guys, with that being said, I don't, like, it's after midnight now, so technically I can say I don't know what I'm going to be playing later today. I've got a few ideas on what I'm going to play, but we'll see how it goes. There's a horror game I've been considering that I recently picked up, but also there's, like, some other ideas I'm thinking about. But either way, of course, like, you know, this weekend is going to be, like, more multiplayer stuff. We're going to be trying again for Grounded 2 on Sunday. So day after tomorrow, we're going to try Grounded 2 again. MickD43 is not going to be available, you know, for gaming tomorrow, Saturday. So we're gonna get me, Amber, Eldronox, and I guess Rocket Nachos. We're gonna be trying to see, I guess, what we can do without Mac. And then, like, when Mac gets home Sunday, we're gonna be getting on the Grounded 2. So anyways, that being said, if you guys enjoyed the stream, and, you know, as much as I did, you know, bring you guys, like, you know, one of these games I absolutely love, which I highly suggest you guys pick it up. This game is so much fun. I mean, basically what I just showed right here was, like, pretty much, you know, all the enemies, just 19 of them or whatever. There's, like, no other enemies other than that. But, you know, just, if you guys want to, like, try it out and try out some of the other modes, you know, definitely, you know, it's obviously an option. It's only like $15. I don't know if it's on sale on Steam. I know because I've got the PS4 copy because I want to go for the trophies, and I wanted, like, you know, I didn't mind buying the game again because how much I love it. But I'm actually gonna check and see if it's on sale on Steam. Because yeah, it's $14.99 on Steam as well. But still, it's just like a game I would highly suggest you guys, like, I mean, definitely, you know, it's worth experiencing for yourselves. Even though basically this was pretty much everything there. Everything, like, the other stuff is just, like, other optional modes, like, you know, everything else, like, you know, got in there. Like, I unlocked a bunch of other modes, and now with the truth thing, I can actually see the names of the bosses. But once I think that treasure chest's name was Avarice. But, nonetheless. So, with that said, like, again, if you guys enjoyed, like the stream, deeply appreciate if you like, comment, and share. If you aren't subscribed to the channel, we are coming up 1,000 subscribers on here, so deeply appreciate that as well. And with that, don't know what I'll be streaming later today. Like I said, I got a few ideas. We'll see how things go. But until the next one, Rogues, much love. Thanks for coming out and hanging out with me with this for you know, for this blast from the past. Glad I finally got around to playing it for you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next stream. Thank you for watching.